Ladies and gentlemen, Mamata Banerjee poised to take on Delhi after her fantastic victory in West Bengal, defeating the BJP, and now she senses her opportunity to be the focal point around which opposition parties can get together and form a front to take on Narendra Modi in the elections of 2024. Her biggest and probably the only opportunity to realize her national ambitions. After announcing her prime ministerial hopes, Mamata Banerjee is carefully crafting her political imagery with meetings with top opposition voices. This is her first political Delhi darshan after her big victory in West Bengal that has set the circles completely abuzz. Mamata set the real Delhi talk rolling after she met with the Prime Minister, mincing no words, Didi using Pegasus as a rallying cry to unite the opposition. Mamata Banerjee, of course, realizing that the Congress party will be crucial to her plans to mount a national campaign, also warmed up and reached out to the Congress top generals, including Anand Sharma and others. Then came the big one, her meeting with Sonia Gandhi being the most anticipated meeting, and we understand Prashant Kishore could have played a very important role in setting up this meeting between the estranged Mamata Banerjee breakaway from the Congress party, today meeting with Sonia Gandhi. Emphasizing on staying united against BJP, Didi's messaging was clear to the Congress High Command. Mamata was assuming the role of Didi of opposition. Then her political Delhi darshan cannot be complete without a visit to the Delhi Chief Minister. A shrewd Kejriwal himself nurtures national ambitions, but today saw this as an opportunity to get a voice in the national capital as far as opposition unity is concerned. But before I go any further, this is how Mamata Banerjee responded to her meetings in Delhi earlier today.
Yes, Sonia ji invited me for a cup of tea. Rahul ji is also there. So we met. We discussed the political situation in general, and also we discussed about Pegasus to COVID situation, and also we discussed about the unity of the opposition. So all we discussed. It was a very good meeting, positive meeting. I think the positive result must come out in the next future. देखिए, बीजेपी को हराने के लिए सबको एक होना जरूरी है. हम अकेला कुछ नहीं है, सब एक साथ में मिलकर काम करना पड़ेगा.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what are the issues that Mamata Banerjee is highlighting with an eye of garnering her 2024 support? Her first point of attack is the handling of the COVID second wave. She has accused the centre of complete mismanagement. But it's significant to note she was pulled up by the Supreme Court over the figures of those orphaned by COVID, and not to forget the big fake vaccine drive that went unnoticed by her administration. Her party has been relentless and belligerent on the issue of Pegasus spyware saga. While her state has launched a probe into these allegations, it's important to remember that she was accused by her own state governor of putting his office under surveillance. Mamata Banerjee has also been vociferous in her slamming of the centre for alleged misuse of agencies. But can she deny that her own administration has been accused of misusing police force to target political rivals? While calling for opposition unity, Mamata Banerjee has been vocal with her allegations against the BJP for engineering defections. But it's also a documented fact that her party leaders have been caught on tape threatening rival workers of isolation if they don't associate with the Trinamool Congress. Mamata Banerjee has also used the issue of CAA and NRC, accusing the BJP of dividing voters during Bengal polls, and the same issue will be taken up by her at a national level. But she, the BJP says, cannot forget her own party workers were accused of hounding and unleashing mayhem on BJP supporters post the state election results. So, ladies and gentlemen, the legitimate question on the news hour tonight is Mamata's Didi of opposition push working? That's the question and the debate. Coming up on the other side, Didi Delhi Darbar. That's the hashtag and the debate on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining me tonight, Gaurav Bhatia, national spokesperson of the BJP, Shehzad Poonawala, lawyer, Sabha Naqvi, senior journalist, Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst. But my first question goes to Dr. Shantanu Sen, spokesperson and member of parliament of the Trinamool Congress. Dr. Shantanu Sen, the Trinamool Congress has been playing the victim card. They've been playing the victim card in Delhi, stating your suspension unfair by the parliament leaders, by the chairperson, and of course they've been raising the issue of the government's unwillingness to discuss the Pegasus spyware controversy. I want to ask you, Dr. Shantanu Sen, is this enough to unite disparate opposition parties? Many of these regional satraps who you are eyeing tonight, Dr. Shantanu Sen, have their own compulsions, have their own vision of seeing themselves as claimants of the prime ministerial polls in 2024. How do you think, Dr. Shantanu Sen, all these different political parties will be in coming together and choosing Mamata Didi as their leader, representing them as the prime ministerial candidate in 2024?
Navika, its audio was out of order for the first part, so I missed the first part of your question. Can you please come again with the first part of your question?
I'm just saying there are many claimants to the Prime Minister's top job in the opposition parties. Do you think different political parties will come together to put their weight behind Mamata Didi as the Prime Ministerial candidate in 2024? Just on the issue of leadership, will these political parties be able to get a consensus?
See, first of all, it is very clear to the people across the country that India needs a change. India doesn't want to be run by this existing government anymore. Now come to the second part of your question. Our leader, Supremo Madam Mamata Banerjee, has made it clear categorically, even this afternoon when she was meeting informally the press people, that she never wants to be the face. She wants the India to be the face, and she wants that the Indian should get a remedy, should get rid of this type of activity that are taking place across the country. And she likes to be a worker only. She has categorically mentioned even this afternoon. And if you go through the functionaries of this present government, the way they have totally spoiled the essence of this parliamentary democracy, this federal structure, the essence of this Indian parliament, the essence of Indian constitution is absolutely horrible for the entire country. You know that we have been demanding for a discussion, a structured discussion on Pegasus, and that has been denied by this government. We have been giving so many 267 notices, and each and every one has been ignored. On the contrary, they are doing on their own. They are doing several unparliamentary activities inside the parliament, be it suspending some person, be it passing a bill, be it bulldozing the bill. Actually the scene is the government doesn't want the parliament to function when all the oppositions want the parliament to function, and here lies the need of the hour. Thus it has become the need of the hour that India needs a change, and all the oppositions will be coming together to replace BJP from this Delhi, from this headquarter, and from this parliament, and from this government. And that is the major part of the story. And Mamata Banerjee will be liking to work as a worker, and she will be supporting all the opposition forces which will be coming together to oust BJP from this India and from this government.
So, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, there's a huge charge being made by Dr. Shantanu Sen, suspended member of Parliament of the Trinamool Congress, who, his charge is that it is unparliamentary the manner in which he was suspended in the Parliament. But not just that, the issue is Mamata Banerjee has the advantage at the moment, and she's cashing in on the advantage because she's just fresh from the West Bengal victory, number one. Number two, she's started with the good enough time in the hands of the opposition to build up an opposition which is united, which has consensus, which can actually work out a strategy, and jisko kehte hain ki ek talmel se, so that it doesn't look like it's a disjointed effort. And above everything is her statement that she made to the media today. And Sabha and I were there when Mamata Banerjee made that statement. She has not expressed any personal ambition for the Prime Minister's job. She said that she is happy if the opposition comes together to work against the BJP. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, is that something that the BJP will have to worry about in the coming weeks, months and years?
So, Navika, first of all, Shantanu Senji, with utmost respect, used the word discussion. Shantanu Senji, when you took oath under the Constitution, you took oath to protect it, and snatching papers and tearing it on the floor of the House rather than having a meaningful discussion does not mean that you are adhering to the parliamentary norms and what is expected out of an MP. It is unparliamentary. And I would only say that, Navika, the logic that you gave that Mamata Banerjee has come out fresh from a victory in the assembly elections and she has an advantage. Let me first deal with Mamata Banerjee. Remember the 2016 elections, then also she won and she got a very handsome majority. But 2019, the Lok Sabha elections was a different ball game altogether. And the Bharatiya Janata Party won 18 seats in West Bengal. What does it show? That people of India, when it comes to the Lok Sabha elections, have full faith in the leadership of Narendra Modi ji. And I see an alliance which people of India call the Mahagadbandhan. It came together in 2019. And this picture in my hand, which has Mamata Banerjee, which has Akhilesh Yadav, Mayawati, Sonia Gandhi, very well summarizes the motto of this group. It is a lot of ambition with zero vision for the country. And thus, I would only say it is their right to come together. And Modi hai to mumkin hai. Jab sworn enemies like Mulayam Singh Yadav and Mayawati could come together in the 2019 elections, what happened in Uttar Pradesh? Sapa SP got 5 seats and BSP got 10 seats. So it is not about coming together. It is how people of the country and the state accept you. Now there is another point. Prashant Kishore's presence is also being highlighted, Navika. Prashant Kishore it is called that he's a master strategist. But a marketing person also need a product. Where is the product? The two conclusions that can be drawn from all these parties coming together is one, as Mamata Banerjee said, that हमें सबको साथ आना पड़ेगा क्योंकि अकेले हम बीजेपी को नहीं हरा पाएंगे. So today the BJP is very strong. They have to come together. I didn't understand what product
you're talking about, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia. I don't know what product you're talking about, Mr. Bhatia, because I think Mr. Prashant Kishore, apart from UP ke ladke, has had a string of successes. Whether it was Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, or Andhra Pradesh, Jagan Reddy, or DMK in Tamil Nadu, or Mamata Banerjee in West Bengal. I think all the products and the strategy work pretty well for him.
Can I answer? So, Navika, I think Prashant Kishore was very active during the 2019 elections. Was he effective? The answer is a very categorical no. He wasn't effective, and the reason is very simple. First of all, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, they have failed to provide an alternate because they have not provided the leadership that is expected out of them. And मैं फिर से कहूंगा 10 दगे कारतूस भी साथ आ जाएं तो वो बम का गोला नहीं बनते हैं, ये बात याद रखिएगा. This has happened in the past also. This is happening again also. Good luck to them. But on the basis of the development work that Narendra Modi ji has done, the vision that he has provided to the country, we are sure that 2024 elections also will see
All
an
right.
NDA government.
You made a specific reference to Dr. Shantanu Sen's unparliamentary behavior, and he wants to respond to that. The floor is yours, Dr. Shantanu Sen.
Navika, thank you. I will take your 30 seconds. First of all, yes, Narendra Modi ji has done enough developmental works. That's why in this 21st century, during this second wave, dead bodies are found to be floating in the rivers, number one. Number two, tearing of papers, these type of incidents have not taken place for the first time on the floor of parliament. Are we supposed to get lesson from these people who were there in the opposition in 2010? And their leader, late Arun Jaitley, used to say, disruption is a part of parliamentary democracy. Am I supposed to get lesson from this type of people who are sitting on chair right now as because they are in power? On the other hand, when they were in the opposition, they used to do even much worse than what we have did. Then what we did. Just let me tell you the fact. If I had to be suspended, yes, fine. Chair has got the full prerogative. He has got the full power.
You want to compete
it was
with
not
them.
The minister moved
Dr.
the motion.
Shantanu
It was
Sen,
not in
Dr.
the list of
Shantanu
business.
Sen,
It was
do you
not in
want
the
to
supplementary
compete?
list of business.
Do you want to go
Neither
a step
I was given
further?
a chance to
Do you
defend
want to go a
myself.
step
The
further
minister moved the
from
motion.
tearing
Chair
up
approved and I got
papers?
suspended.
Because
Is it a part of
in
parliamentary
2005,
democracy? That's why
Mamata
12 to
Banerjee
13
had torn
leaders
up
came
the
to
papers
support
on the
other political
Bangladeshi
leaders
immigrants
that came in
issue.
front to support
Just
to
last
support
year,
us.
Derek
And the
O'Brien
way
had tried
Honorable
to
Minister
snatch the
Hardeep
mic
Singh
from the
Puri
chairman's
behaved with me,
table.
the way he has abused me,
This
the
session,
way he
you
has
have
threatened
torn
me
papers.
on
Do you
the
want to
floor
go
of the
beyond
parliament
that,
has
sir?
been noticed by several leaders, several important leaders who were sitting at that point of time. The way a cabinet minister threatened me, abused me, he was about to assault me. And thanks
Have
to
you
Almighty,
complained?
if my
you
colleagues would
complained?
have come to
Can I
save
respond
me,
to him,
I could have been assaulted physically. Is it the parliamentary democracy they are trying
No,
to
but
teach
have
us?
you complained? Have you complained on that issue? Are you saying that it will be coming to blows very soon after tearing of papers, Dr. Shantanu Sen? I just want to understand. Dr. Shantanu Sen, are you planning to escalate this? Do you want to beat up and assault people?
Why should I? I was about to be beaten up inside the house by a learned
Can I
cabinet
respond to
minister.
him? Since he mentioned
I was about to be beaten up by a learned cabinet minister immediately after the adjournment of the house, and you are asking me that I am in a mood to beat others. I am in a mood to beat others. When I was suspended in a most unparliamentary way, and after the adjournment, I was about to be beaten up by a cabinet minister. I was abused and I was threatened by like anything.
Shantanu ji,
Is it the way they want to teach us?
Nobody is teaching you anything. You seem to be a very learned man. Since you took the name of Arun Jaitley ji, I must tell you that he has been one of the finest parliamentarian that the country has seen. And if you could cite one example where BJP in opposition
That also I
tore
agree.
papers.
That also I admit.
No, just let me complete my point, sir. Let me complete my point with utmost respect. And I have a suggestion for you also. If you could cite one example where BJP tore papers and threw it at the chair or at any other minister, I would be willing to accept it as a mistake. My second point is, don't follow the Rahul Gandhi model where he tore the ordinance passed by the cabinet. You have to win on the basis of the strength of your arguments. Expose the government. We would not have a problem. Maybe in the process when you are exposing us, either we will realize our fault,
Sir, it
or
has
with
been
the
exposed
strength of our
already, sir.
argument, we will
It
expose
has already
you.
been
That
exposed
way,
before the
please,
people of the
Shantanu ji.
country.
Shantanu ji, just hear me out. Don't interrupt me. I'm proposing to
we
you
are,
something
we
very
are,
constructive.
we are digressing from the basic topic, and let me get in Sabha Naqvi. Sabha Naqvi, I want to ask you, Mamata Banerjee has sounded the poll bugle for 2024. As I said, I see it as an advantage. She is just fresh from her victory in Bengal, and this is the time she has decided to play the role of, getting together political parties. I just want to ask you, Sabha, as a political observer, many such attempts have been made in the past. Do you think just the issue of leadership is going to be more contentious than the unification process based on Pegasus, COVID handling, petrol diesel prices, issues of governance? I just want to ask you, many disparate parties here, will they be able to agree on a common leader? We've seen the H.D. Deve Gowda, the I.K. Gujral experiments. Is it going to work this time?
So the most successful experiment has been the Vajpayee experiment, where Mamata Banerjee was a minister. I'll just make the problem right now, Navika, is there is such a vacuum. Forget the product. There is just a vacuum in the opposition space, but where there is, because technically the BJP got 38% of the votes in 2019. But the rest of the vote, 62%, was just divided, not enough for opposition parties to win because they were all fighting separately. In 2014, the BJP got 32. In 2019, they got 38. So we have the room for an opposition. I think Mamata and many of the regional parties are healthy parties. The problem lies in the Congress party. You cannot, the way I see it, unless there is some radical shift in the structure of the Congress, how do you actually have a logical coalition? Even though the Congress is weak, they're still the All India party. So, and they have really been drifting. 2 years, I mean, is it by design or is it by default? God knows. They have really been drifting in a way which is irrational. So Mamata Banerjee is a healthy party. There are many regional parties which are healthy, which have won in the states. We have seen a pattern where the BJP does not do so well in state elections, but they do well in national elections. When we compare the coalition era of the past, which was a long time till 2014, you did not have such a strong central party. The BJP today is a strong central party. So, but analytically, there is space. The arithmetic says it can be done. But can they do it? I mean, there is skepticism, of course. But Mamata has done it. We need an opposition to make this democracy meaningful. There are some genuine concerns about parliamentary committees, and we need an opposition. And so let's see what she manages, because I think in the Congress situation, you really come up, besides the clashing egos which happens at a later stage. Right now, among the regional leaders, she is the tallest. She has single-handedly won a big election. When you look at states like Maharashtra, they are alliances. They are not one person is doing so. And Bengal is, there is Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Bengal, Bihar. These are the big states which give large chunks of seats to the Lok Sabha. So yes, Mamata Banerjee, good luck to her, but it's a very, very challenging job when the central party, you need a central pivot, is not looking healthy even now.
I'm just getting some breaking news coming in. Top Trinamool sources are telling us, and they're watching the news hour tonight, because I'm getting information that on Dr. Shantanu Sen's claim of him being threatened by a cabinet minister, there is a complaint that has been filed. There are 12 witnesses, and they include some very, very senior members of parliament from the opposition who were witness to this. So, it seems like another pot is boiling as far as parliament is concerned, Rajya Sabha is concerned. But let me get in Shehzad Poonawalla. Shehzad Poonawalla, the vacuum is the question at the moment. In the opposition, there is a vacuum. The Congress party at a national level is a disaster. At the state level, they don't seem to have their act together, whether it is Punjab, whether it is Rajasthan, or even Chhattisgarh. There is factionalism there. Rahul Gandhi, is he interested, not interested? Well, he was there with his mother, Sonia Gandhi, at the meeting with Mamata Banerjee. But is he going to be the cementing factor for the entire opposition? Not quite evident as yet. But do you think, despite the fact that Mamata Banerjee seems to be a strong candidate, single-handedly, as Sabha says, defeating the BJP, there is Arvind Kejriwal as well. What about Jagan Reddy? What about MK Stalin? I want to ask you this question. All of these regional satraps are satraps in their own rights. Will they be able to come together? Because in the past, it is just this one issue of leadership that has seen the opposition go, this way and that. This time, will the arithmetic force the chemistry to come together?
Navika, first of all, every 2 or 3 years, all these passengers sit in the plane, but the plane's engine is not ready to take off. You asked if Rahul Gandhi can be the cementing factor. Well, he's not a cementing factor for his own party. How can he cement an alliance? And on this front, I agree with Sabha Naqvi, although I disagree on most of the things that she says, that the Congress party has to play the pivot, but where the Congress party does not get to play the pivot, you also know what is the destiny of such arrangements. You've seen it in the case of Kumaraswamy, you will see it in the case of Maharashtra, you've seen it in the United Front governments as well. Now, let us understand today when Mamata Banerjee has come to Delhi, what exactly has happened. I can describe it in one line. The nationalization of TMC brand of politics and the regionalization of Congress politics has taken place forever. But what is this brand of politics of TMC that has become nationalized? This is the mindset and culture of total chaos that you have seen an element of in Parliament. You have seen today Mahua Mitra has abused Mr. Nishikant Dubey and called him a Bihar ka gunda. I don't know if Akhilesh Yadav and Tejasvi Yadav will be accepting that statement and if this is in consonance with the federal structure of the country. They have spoken about respecting the essence of parliamentary structures. I would like to ask Mr. Shantanu Sen point blank that the PAC in West Bengal Assembly is Mr. Mukul Roy. How can he be appointed? Do you know the parliamentary procedures to appoint the opposition party member? So I hope Mr. Shantanu Sen, when he speaks after me, he says, yes, indeed, we will remove Mr. Mukul Roy and give the place to the BJP. And they also spoke about essence of constitutional democracy. Look, the NHRC and the High Court of Calcutta has said that it is not rule of law, but it is the law of the ruler in Bengal. The kind of atrocities that have taken place in the name of post-poll retributive violence, retributive rapes that have taken place. And these are the people they are saying they are coming together to safeguard democracy. And then Shantanuji, last point, he said that Mamata Didi wants to work as a Karyakarta. Well, sir, she lost the mandate in Nandigram, but she wants to challenge the person who has a mandate of 130 crore people. Why didn't you make a Karyakarta the CM? She lost the election in Nandigram. So, Mr. Shantanu Sen, on 3 specific questions. First, do you agree with Mahua Mitra's abuse of Nishikant Dubey? Will Akhilesh Yadav, Tejasvi Yadav agree to it? Second, will you remove the PAC, Mr. Mukul Roy, and allow the BJP to get that position as per parliamentary tradition? And third, will you remove Ms. Mamata Banerjee as the CM of Trinamool Congress and appoint somebody who has won an election in Bengal, then dream about winning the Prime Minister's election?
Well, Dr. Shantanu Sen is jumping into the debate. Dr. Shantanu Sen, you want to respond to Shehzad Poonawalla?
Again, I would like to take 15-20 seconds. Number one, earlier I quoted Arun Jaitley ji. Yes, we all appreciate that he was one of the veteran leaders of Indian politics. Now I would like to quote another leader, late Sushma Swaraj ji, who has told categorically that stalling the session is also a parliamentary tactic. Now, let me answer the question of my previous speaker. Didi, oh Didi, can you recall who said this? Didi, oh Didi. It is none other than it was said by our beloved, learned, respected, honorable Prime Minister addressing the only lady Chief Minister of the country, Madam Mamata Banerjee, when he used to come as a Delhi passenger to grab the power in West Bengal, and they got miserably defeated. Try to digest this defeat. Try to digest this public mandate. Try to digest this defeat.
Dr. Shantanu Sen, Dr. Shantanu Sen, Dr. Shantanu Sen, Dr. Shantanu Sen, that was the story of the West Bengal elections, and you know, if you say that was the reason, well, Bengal people of Bengal have answered. But I want to ask you that a similar attempt had been made in 2019. There was a unity rally that was held by Mamata Didi even in 2019. There was, attempts made every time there has been any opposition to Modi. But all versus Modi has often worked in favor of Modi. Can you actually deny that that is something that the opposition will have to think about?
No, first of all, after 2014, it was a 5 years gap. Even during the election in 2019, there are some false beliefs in the mind of few people of the country. Some few people said, yes, let them have another term. Let them have another term. We can get something. But now, people of the country, they have made up their mind. And when the people makes their mind, nothing can change their mind, and then change becomes inevitable,
when they make
which
you
is going to be proved in coming
candidate
days.
lose their wrong belief. When they make you win the election, they are right belief.
I'm coming to you, Gaurav Bhatia. Tehseen Poonawalla, sorry my friend, coming last to you, but definitely not the least, and I'm going to give you time. Tehseen Poonawalla, when there are 3 years still left to go for the general elections, do you think it is mind made up by the people of India? Is it going to be as simple as the Trinamool Congress spokesperson is making it out to be?
The Honourable Member of Parliament is absolutely right. The people of India have decided that they cannot have the NDA or the BJP government anymore. When on television, BJP spokespersons and apologists keep saying that it's Modi versus all, that's a blatant lie, because it's not Modi versus all. Modi ji is himself in an alliance with 29 other political parties. I dare Gaurav Bhatia on channel to say that BJP is breaking alliance and Modi ji is fighting this election on his own. They are in an alliance, that is Chanakya Niti. Somebody else makes an alliance, it is Modi versus all. What kind of political analysis is my brother Shehzad Poonawalla doing? And one last point, Gaurav Bhatia on national television gave a dare of BJP's unparliamentary behavior in parliament. The BJP got cash inside parliament, nothing was proved, and they wasted an entire session of parliament, the entire winter session. And I quote from Times of India, the late Sushma Swaraj said, obstructing parliament is a form of democracy. I can quote dates of Arun Jaitley ji. They not only have they obstructed parliament, they got cash inside parliament. This is how low the BJP fell, and this is how low BJP took democracy to.
Just 10 seconds. Navika, can Tehseen answer?
Well, hands going up, hands going up. Yes.
Just 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds. Sorry, Gaurav, 10 seconds.
They got cash.
Because I need to bust the myths in myth palace in that some people are residing in. Now, let me ask this person, what is the common bond between all these people who are coming to fight against Narendra Modi, except for the hatred against Narendra Modi? Shiv Sena on one hand wants to kick out the illegal Bangladeshis. Mamata Banerjee
I'll answer that.
Bangladeshi ko hatayenge to civil war ho jayega. Mr. Sharad Pawar supports the farm laws and does not want it to be repealed. Mamata Banerjee says ki over my dead body these farm laws cannot be accepted. So what is the ideological consonance between all of them except for their hatred for Mr. Modi? So this is the problem. This is the real thing that sabko parivar.
I'll answer that. You've asked your question, hear the answer now. You've asked your question, hear the answer.
वरना इनकी राजनीतिक जो है असलियत बन चुकी है.
Okay.
And you answer the question that what is Rahul Gandhi's situation
Okay.
today?
Now you asked your question.
He has become less than a regional
No.
leader.
Tehseen,
Can I please talk?
while you are answering
He asked a
Shehzad's
question. His question is so long.
while you are
I'm answering
answering
it very
Shehzad's,
briefly.
while you are. Okay, I want you to answer another question briefly. Ke Mamata Banerjee will get more of traction or Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party in stitching the opposition alliance together?
ये क्या पूछ लिया नाविका जी, ये तो दर्द वाली नस पे हाथ रख दिया आपने. हाय
Now if you finished your Man Ki Baat, which is always useless, let me do Kaam Ki Baat. Now stop making noise like the BJP does and hear the answers. First question, traction will be got by 135 crore Indians that will throw out the BJP. Second question, what is the common goal of the alliance? To safeguard the constitution of India, which Mr. Modi and Amit Shah ji are whitewashing. And to two specific questions that Shehzad answered.
Just like in 1975.
Shehzad, data shows that
just like in 1975 emergency days.
Please allow me to. Please allow me to answer. Data shows, Shehzad, that the UPA threw out more.
Even Congress are
I've come in late in the debate. I'm just answering specific questions. But Shehzad's making noise like an empty vessel that continues to make noise and interrupt people.
But why
Please
can't
keep
you
quiet,
defend
Shehzad, and hear the answer. On your two specific allegations, the data from the Home Ministry, shows that UPA threw out more illegal immigrants than the NDA actually threw out. So constitutionally illegal people will have to go out. It is the BJP that has failed in that. And point number two, on the farm laws were passed illegally in the Rajya Sabha. Please pass them legally with a division of votes which was not allowed in Rajya Sabha.
Mamta will rally opposition.
Well,
What about Rahul Gandhi? Obsessed with Rahul
Gaurav
Gandhi?
Bhatia,
Morning,
Gaurav
evening, night,
Bhatia,
only Rahul Gandhi.
respond to Tehseen Poonawalla. अरे भैया आप छोड़ देने, दुनिया में कोई भी राहुल गांधी का नाम ले नहीं रहा इस वक्त, इसीलिए ममता बनर्जी आई है। ममता बनर्जी वही वैक्यूम फिल करने के लिए ममता बनर्जी को आना पड़ा है कलकत्ता से, क्योंकि राहुल गांधी जी तो वैक्यूम फिल कर नहीं रहे हैं। लेकिन गौरव भाटिया, Tehseen Poonawalla has raised the issue of the Congress being the protectors of the constitution and the BJP being the destroyer of the constitution. Respond to Tehseen.
See, I think my friend Tehseen needs to learn history of India. The darkest hour of free India was 1975, was when emergency was invoked. Judiciary has been compromised many a times by Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi. And let me tell you, the stated stand of Indira Gandhi ji was, Tehseen, that yes, we need a committed judiciary to take forward the plans of the government. Probably you've not read all that, but let me come to a very basic point. Navika, do you know what deductions can be made?
Stop.
Please.
You have read WhatsApp and come. Where did she say this? She's
This
never
is not
made
fair.
this statement.
Tehseen,
This is factually not
I
true.
heard.
Please stop
I
reading
heard you
WhatsApp.
patiently.
Please stop reading
You
WhatsApp.
were giving
and
me a
come.
lot of crap. I still heard.
Yeah, but you cannot quote from
That is what
WhatsApp and say it's the
democracy is
truth.
all about.
There is no
That is what
historical evidence.
You
of
will
this.
not
Please
decide.
don't come up with
If you
WhatsApp
are not
history.
well read, I can't do anything about it. Please.
It's
Now,
WhatsApp
when I
history.
speak, I
You
speak
can't
with
come on a
authority.
national television
Please be quiet.
and quote anything
Okay.
that comes in the
Navika,
BJP IT
please
cell
ask
and say
him to
that's
be
history.
quiet.
That's not true.
Please
There
ask
is
him
no
to be
such
quiet.
quote by
There are
Indira
many
Gandhi.
other points
You may
to be
please
made.
fact check me on this, Navika ma'am.
He's not so important
One
that I need
minute,
to
gentlemen.
respond to that.
That point cannot be a lie.
I
Quoting
am
somebody.
running out of time.
Where is this quote from?
Order. 1 minute.
Please, Navika, let me finish my point. That's all I asked for.
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia.
See, Tehseen also raised the point that there are around 25, 27 parties with the NDA. But I will make it very clear, all of them accept the leadership of Narendra Modi ji. And what are we discussing tonight? We are discussing who's the face, who's the leader in this Mahatagabandhan. And nobody has accepted Rahul Gandhi because he's been a complete failure. That is why the need that Mamta Banerjee is coming forward and she is trying to cobble an alliance. And second, Sabhaji also made a point that BJP only got 38% vote. Sabhaji, I would say that this is a country where there is multi-party democracy. This is not a two-party system. So therefore, with 38% votes for the BJP and 45% votes for the NDA, it was clear that the mandate was in our favor, and there is no alternate because the glue of corruption and communal politics brings together the TMC, SP, Congress. They will never speak about the majority and about the values that are enshrined in the Constitution.
Well, Sabha, on a concluding note, I want to ask you. Opposition has tried, and you and I, as observers of politics as it unfolds, know that, just over 2 years into his second term, it's probably too early to begin to understand whether people are really going to vote against the Modi government. But I want to ask you, in the past, we've seen whenever the opposition has united, Modi becomes the underdog. And that is a game that India has seen in 2014 and then in 2019, when many people thought that NDA would never be able to come close to the halfway mark. Yet they increased their tally, they increased their majority. How do you think it's going to play out this time, Sabha?
So only, I mean, unless, look, if Mamta Banerjee is going to project herself and build, there is time to build an image. She is a woman. She actually reached out very successfully to women voters. If she's going to do that, and if she gets other people on board, the thing is, it is their own survival which will drive parties
quite
to
sexist.
an alliance. It's, it is their own survival. There are many parties which are terrified right now of continuous rule by the BJP because of various things. State regional parties, they don't want it to continue. So if their own desire to survive...
Well, survival of the opposition parties, will that be enough of a unification factor? Will Mamta Banerjee be able to get the support from all political parties as the keenest contender for the top job against Prime Minister Modi in 2024? Well, 3 years still to go for those elections, but activity hotting up in the opposition space. Who's going to fill the vacuum? That plot just begins to thicken right at this moment. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on debate number 1.